I said, let him cook!
What's poppin'? My name is Duckhead, and today I'd like to discuss how in Dead by Daylight, survivors, not all of them, but a lot of them, are inherently selfish players. And that, in turn, negatively impacts their view on the role of survivor in Dead by Daylight, which causes them to say things like survivor's horrible, survivor's a really bad experience right now, it's really bad to play survivor. And I want to analyze this notion because I see in the community that people think a lot of things are wrong with survivor. And don't get me wrong, there are quite a few things wrong with the role of survivor. I'm not going to get into those things in this video, but there are quite a few things wrong with that role. And I believe that if you approached the role of survivor as more of a team-oriented role, then you would have more of a positive outlook on Dead by Daylight. If you die in a trial, if you get toned out at 2 gens, and then 3 of your teammates escape, you are still a winner. Follow me here. You can't look at survivor as individual only. You can't look at your success as an individual. As a killer, that's fine because there's only one of you. There's only one killer. So you are the individual. If you fail or succeed, that's all on you, right? There's no trial. There's no notion where you can get a 3-man out and you're still a winner. That simply isn't the case. But as survivor, there are 4 of you. So if you get a 3-man out, that's a win for your team. And however you want to slice it, that's a win for your team. Take me for an example. I am a very aggressive player. I'm very aggressive. I'm trying to always be in the killer's face. I do what's best for the team, and what's best for the team is if I'm getting my ass beat, right? And because of that play style that I have, I'm often killed at like 2 gens left. And sometimes, it doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes I get tunneled out at 2 gens. But I actually prefer it that way because I know that if I get tunneled, it advances my team forward. They're able to complete more objectives. They're able to have more time to complete more objectives because I'm getting tunneled and the killer isn't focusing on the rest of my team, right? So if I am tunneled out at 2 gens, at 1 gen, whatever the fuck, I don't have a negative experience because I know that I put my team in the best position that I could so that they could succeed. So therefore, I don't have such a negative outlook on the role of survivor. The problem a lot of survivors run into, and this is why solo queue is viewed as such a horrible experience. The problem that a lot of survivors run into, they think that if they die, that is automatically just fucking a loss for them. They think that if they die, that's automatically a loss. That's not the case. You have to think of whether or not your team was successful. And I think that would cause you to view solo queue in a little bit more of a positive light. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that solo queue is a positive experience. I'm not sitting here and saying that. Solo queue, there are a lot of things wrong with solo queue. And you don't always get teammates that are conducive to winning. You don't always. But it's not as bad as you think it is if you think of in terms of how many people got out. Even if I wasn't one of those people, how many people got out. And that's how I view solo queue, right? As long as you have maybe 1 or 2 people who are good loopers and the other 2 understand to stay on gens, you can do pretty well in solo queue as a team if we're coming from a team standpoint. This is why I say the things I say about tunneling and more specifically anti-tunneling. This is why I include things like breakout. This is why I include things like sabo. This is why I include things like body blocking in all of the tools that you can use in your arsenal for anti-tunneling, for the people buckle up. I include things like that because I think about the potential of the team in Dead by Daylight, and not just the individual. If you only think of anti-tunneling as being decisive strike and off the record, then I can understand why you say that anti-tunneling is weak. Because if you think that those are the only 2 perks, I can see why you think it's weak. Me personally, I don't think those 2 perks are fucking weak. You just have to understand how to use them and be a little bit lucky, as with everything in Dead by Daylight. But if you think that those are the only 2 perks, then I understand. But you have to think in terms of the team in Dead by Daylight. And I think that if you thought more in a team-oriented way, then that would improve your experience in this game. And you wouldn't say that there are so many things wrong with the role of Survivor. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that survivors are selfish? Do you think I'm full of shit? Do you think I'm just a fucking dumbass motherfucker who needs to fucking relax and stop talking about team so much? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Now, I understand that a lot of y'all are probably like, bro, Duckcat, I don't give a shit about the other survivors. I'm trying to have fun, man. I'm not trying to die every single trial. I'm not trying to have that happen. I don't give a fuck if they escape. I understand that, but if you just take a step back and think about things as a group of 4 and not just you as an individual player, you may have a better time. But anyway, I'm sorry I haven't been uploading as much in the past week or so. It's because I was out of town for a funeral, and then as soon as I got back in town, I fucking got COVID, and that shit fucked me up 4 days, bro. I was fucked up, man. I couldn't even talk a fucking sentence without coughing up a damn lung. But I'm good now. I'm straight now. I should be fine. But yeah, more content's coming. I'll go back to my consistent schedule of uploading every day at 11 o'clock, except for tonight. I ain't uploading this shit at 11 o'clock. I'm fucking uploading this shit right the fuck now. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm out this bitch. Y'all take it easy. Bye. Going.